I have 12 different activities that you can do this Christmas with your family that are very cheap or free. I know that Christmas can have a lot of expense, so things need to be cut from the budget, but spending time with family is most important. And I have got some ideas for you today where you can still do that, still have a great time, still get into the Christmas atmosphere and enjoy the Christmas magic without spending a fortune. Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one, and on this channel I talk about everything mum life, how to save money, budgeting, and most importantly right now, Christmas, because I love Christmas. So let's get into the first thing. The first thing is to go and see Panto. Pantomime is a big thing at Christmas. It's all around the world. Lots of people like to go and watch pantomime, but it can be very, very expensive. Now, I would love to take my son to a big city and go and see a massive pantomime with lots of celebrities and lots of stars, and I just unfortunately can't afford to do that. However, I do take him to the pantomime every year. We have a few in our local area, and they all have different things like Dick Whittington, Aladdin, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, lots of different pantomimes going on. The one pantomime in my local town would cost me £60 per ticket for my son and I to go. However, the pantomime in a town over has cost me £60 for the both of us. So therefore, yes, it's still £60 and it can still be a bit of a cost. If you want to go and see Panto, go and have a look around. Type it in your local area and see if there's some amateur performance groups that are putting a pantomime on. Maybe some school drama groups are putting a pantomime on, or maybe the town next to the one that you live is also putting a panto on, but it's a little bit cheaper. If you want to go and see a panto and you put that ticket money in your budget, then do shop around for which panto has got the cheapest but also the good quality one. You don't have to go to these big massive ones in London or Birmingham or Manchester and go and see all the celebrities. Just going to see a local pantomime, it will still bring lots of fun and lots of joy to you and your family. I love it. I've not been to a big pantomime ever. I've only ever been to the small ones and I still love them. Number 2 is going to see Santa. Now again, Santa can be a very costly thing. Last year I did spend extra money and take my son to Drayton Manor and we had the night over as well, but it was also my 40th birthday year, so I was treating my son. This year we are just going to a local farm that has cost me about £40 to go and see Santa, and we're going to have a great day there. However, if you can't even afford to go and see Santa and do those kind of things, that is not a problem. There are plenty of free Santa events that you can go to. Go and check your local communities. A lot of local communities now realise that not everybody can afford to go and see Santa, but still want to take their children to visit him. Therefore, they will put on a local Christmas event where you can go and pay a couple of pounds to go and see Santa and even get a gift. A couple of years ago, I took my son to animal shelter charity fun day and they had Santa there. I think I paid £2 to £3 and I took my son to go and see Santa and he got a little gift as well. It was only a selection box, but my son was over the moon and he got to visit Santa. So you don't have to go to the big Santa events or make it a massive thing. You can go to a local Christmas event and still go and see Santa, which isn't going to cost you hardly anything. The local Tesco near me, every Christmas they put on certain dates and you can go and visit Santa completely for free and you still get a little gift. And around the area that Santa will be, they've got little Christmas crafts that kids can get involved in. So go into Facebook and your local community groups and just check online in your local area and see if there's any cheap or free Santa visits that you can do so your children still get to see Santa, still get a small gift, but you don't have to pay a huge amount of money to go and do it. Number 3 is going to see Christmas lights. Now, fortunately, this year, I'm very excited. I actually have my son when the local town's Christmas lights are turned on. Usually it falls on the weekend that my ex-husband has him, but this year it is my weekend and I'm very, very excited. The one in the town that I live in gets turned on the Saturday and the one in the next town over gets turned on the Sunday. So we are making a bit of a family thing of it. I'm going with my dad and his wife and my brother and his daughters on the Saturday, and I'm going with my mum, my son and myself on the Sunday to the next town over. That is completely free. You don't have to pay anything. You can just go, you can soak up the atmosphere. If you want to, like some people say you can't go to these fetes or fairs or anything about buying something, You don't have to buy anything. If you want a hot drink, take a flask of hot chocolate with you so you can all enjoy a hot chocolate in the local area. You can take your own snacks as well to save you money. You can just go and enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the vibe, and get to see the Christmas lights get turned on as well. We do it every single year that I have my son. If I don't have my son, I do go to at least one of them to see the Christmas lights turned on, just because I like to soak up the atmosphere. So go and see the Christmas lights being turned on in your local town, and it won't cost you anything. Which leads me nicely on to my fourth one, which is to go on a Christmas light tour. Now, the local area I live in, quite a few of the houses like to decorate their house with lots of Christmas lights. So one winter evening where it's nice and dry out, I will take my son and we will go for a walk around the local area and we will look at all the Christmas lights. One of them actually has a Santa projector in their window, so Santa is looking out the window, and the one next door to them always has a Grinch in the dollhouse that they turned their children's outside Wendy house into like a Grinch Christmas thing. It's brilliant. Keep watching the weekly vlogs because that will come up in one of my weekly vlogs in December. And they have the Grinch in there and it's amazing. So my son and I, we go around the local area that we live in, we take a little walk or we go for a little drive and we go and look at all the lovely Christmas lights that people have decorated their homes with. Okay, number 5 is to do some Christmas crafts. So every kid loves to do Christmas crafts. You can make your own Christmas cards. You can do some soap dough, Christmas decorations. You can do anything that you want to do, but making some Christmas crafts, some table decorations for Christmas Day. The kids are going to absolutely love it. Take an afternoon, get some paper, some glue, glitter if you're brave enough. I'm not. I hate the stuff. Let me know which parents hate glitter. I'm a glitter hater. I hate it. Get all different Christmas crafts that you can find by using things in your house like toilet roll holders. There's lots of stuff you can do with toilet roll holders, and start doing lots of Christmas crafts with your kids. Put some Christmas music on while you're doing it. Have a chat, have some fun, and make lots of different Christmas crafts that people can give as gifts, or you can just use as table decorations, or they can decorate their own rooms with them. Which leads me nicely onto my 6th one, is making your own Christmas decorations. Now, not a lot of people do this much anymore, and it's such a shame because life moves so fast, no one gets the time to do it. But if you're on a budget and you can't take your kids out to do lots of different activities, making paper chains was the selling point of my childhood. I loved making paper chains. We used to stick them on the walls and it was just amazing to do it. I loved doing it. And my brother and I used to have a competition of who could make the longest paper chain. I always lost because he broke them. But that's what big brothers are for, isn't it? So making your own Christmas decorations to put on the Christmas tree, to decorate your child's room. Like I said, you could make soap dough Christmas decorations. You could make paper chains. There's lots of different things on Pinterest, TikTok and Instagram, even Facebook, where you can get some ideas of Christmas decorations that you can make at home, and then you can decorate your own Christmas tree, or you can decorate your child's bedroom with all the Christmas decorations they've made. Which leads me on to number 7, is take a whole day to decorate your house for Christmas, and do it as a family. Make it a family tradition. Either have a Christmas movie on in the background, put a Christmas playlist on, and decorate the Christmas tree. Putting Christmas chocolates on was the best point of Christmas tree decorating when I was a kid, and my son loves to do it now. But by the time I put them on, and within a week, he usually eats them, so I got to put them on a bit later. And putting the angel or the Christmas star or whatever you put on the top of the Christmas tree, and taking it in turns with your kids. Like it was my turn one year, then my brother's turn, and then my brother just gave up. So I just always did it. But putting the top of the tree decoration on, make some yummy hot chocolates, putting lights around the tree, decorating the room, decorating your kids' room, make a whole day of it, make it fun. It's going to be such a wonderful tradition to make that hopefully your children will pass on to their children. Number 8, do some Christmas baking. I like to make Christmas cookies, I like to make gingerbread men. I love Christmas baking, and it's something fun that I always do with my son. He starts, but then I always have to end up finishing it because he gets bored and wanders off. He just wants to start it off and then he wants to eat them. But he absolutely loves doing that with me. I love making gingerbread cookies. I love making cupcakes and decorating them with Christmas sprinkles and different things like that. That is so much fun to do. Also making Christmas cookies and melting icing and putting marshmallows on for a melted snowman. I absolutely love doing some Christmas baking. Make a day of it again. Start off in the morning, going shopping, getting the baking ingredients that you need. Come back and start baking lots of cookies and cakes. And again, put Christmas music on. Have a chat about Christmas and what your children want for Christmas and what they'd like to do over the Christmas period. It's a great bonding experience, but it's also lovely to have those treats at the end of the day as well. Number 9 is make your own gingerbread house. Now, if you're Christmas baking, you could actually bake your own gingerbread house and then put that together. Or if that's not your kind of thing, or you don't feel that good as a baker, I know I'm not, there's lots of little gingerbread kits that you can go and buy for like £5 and you can decorate your own gingerbread house. Again, that's a very fun tradition to have, setting up the table with like marshmallows and icing and sweets and sprinkles and jelly beans and all those kind of things that you need for a gingerbread house, and putting the gingerbread house in the middle and everyone's just putting it together and decorating it how they want. Do you make your own gingerbread house, or do you buy a gingerbread house and put it together that way? And if you do, what sweets do you put on? Do you put marshmallows? Do you put Skittles? Do you put dolly mixtures? Let me know what sweets and goodies that you use to decorate your gingerbread house. Number 10 is to have a Christmas games night or Christmas games day. Find loads of different Christmas games that you can do by using things in your house. Again, check Pinterest, check Instagram, check TikTok, check Facebook, and make some DIY Christmas games, like getting some snowballs and some paper cups and rolling it and doing snowball bowling or things like that. If you would like me to do another video on Christmas games and things that you can do that are going to be very cheap or free and you can make at home, let me know in the comment box below, because I would love to do that video for you. But having a Christmas games day with a few little surprises or a few little treats, like getting a bag of chocolate coins, and whoever wins gets a chocolate coin rather than a whole bag, you get a chocolate coin. It doesn't always have to be prizes, you can actually make incentives. So for instance, whoever wins can pick the movie for that night, or whoever loses has to do the washing up that evening. So you can use incentives rather than using prizes, which again save you a lot more money. But doing a Christmas games night would be a great tradition as well. If you don't want to make your own, but you want to go and get some board games, go and check the charity shops, go and check the thrift stores, go and check Facebook Marketplace, because they'll be selling them a lot cheaper. Number 11 is sitting down and having a Christmas afternoon. So I love doing this with my son. So what we do is we sit at the table and we put a Christmas playlist on YouTube and we're listening to that, and we're writing out our Christmas cards, or we're wrapping presents for our friends and our family. And we have a big mug of hot chocolate with marshmallows and whipped cream, and we just sit there and have a Christmassy afternoon and telling Christmas stories, and I tell them about Christmas things that I did when I was a kid, and just laughing and joking and getting that connection with my son and bonding with my son. I absolutely love doing it. It's just a little Christmas afternoon of doing little bits and pieces all around Christmas, whether that is just drinking hot chocolates and having a chat, writing our Christmas cards, wrapping up some Christmas presents, or just listening to Christmas music, whatever it may be. But I just have a nice warm and cozy Christmas afternoon. It's a great tradition to have. It's a great bonding experience to have with your children, and you get stuff done with the kids. And number 12, my favourite, if you know by now, you know I love doing one of these. It is a Christmas movie night. I love a Christmas movie night. Now, my son and I watch Elf every Christmas Eve because that's our Christmas movie, but I also watch Muppet Christmas Carol because that's my favourite Christmas movie. Let me know your favourite Christmas movie in the comment box below. I would love to know it. And let me know if you'd like me to do a Christmas movie countdown on my Instagram or on my YouTube shorts. Let me know if you'd like me to do that, but also let me know what your favorite Christmas movie is. But we sit down and we have hot chocolate and we have massive snack plates, and we get the air bed and we blow it up and put it in the front room, and we have like lots of popcorn, and we sit down and we cuddle up and we watch Elf together. I love that movie. I know a lot of people don't, but I really do, and it's such a magical time. We do it right on top of Christmas, just to give that extra Christmas feel. But a Christmas movie night, 1, 2, 3, 10, every single night in December if you wanted to, you can't beat a Christmas movie night. And that is my 12 activities that you can do free or cheap that you can have with your children. But the most important thing that you can do is having that time with your children. It's having that bonding experience. Your children just want to spend time with you. Those are the things that they will remember. My son has been to see Santa for many years now, and he won't remember all of them. I don't remember them from when I was a kid, but I do remember every Christmas Eve, I used to go to Burger Star with my dad. I used to pick up a Burger Star. I remember that every single Boxing Day, my dad and my brother used to go to watch the local football match, and we used to have friends come over for Boxing Day dinner. I remember that after every Christmas dinner, my mum would wash up, my dad would wipe up, and my brother I would clear the table and put the dishes away. It's those little things that we remember. It's not all the presents. It's not or the big things that we pay a fortune for. Is actually spending quality time with the people that you love. So as long as you're doing that with your family, nothing else really matters. The money doesn't matter. It's about you and them spending that time, because that time is something that you can't pay for. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Let me know of any other Christmas content videos that you would like me to record and give you advice on. Then let me know in a comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you watch this, you're having a good morning, good day, or good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.